Hey everybody, how you doing? My name is Michael Fleischner, and welcome to the Freelancer Profit System channel here on YouTube. I'm really excited to be bringing all this content to you. I'm someone who works with freelancers, coaches freelancers, and more importantly, I've had a business as a freelancer, and I really transitioned from the corporate world into being my own boss. And I'm grateful every day. I'm excited to come to work. And most importantly, I love what I do and I love my customers. So, my goal is to really help educate you about freelancing. What is freelancing? What isn't freelancing? And most importantly, how to start freelancing. And for those of you who are new to the idea of freelancing or having a freelance business, it's really simple. You have a skill, you have a trade, and people will pay you for delivery of that service. And it can be anything. Freelancing isn't just marketing freelancers like myself. It can be someone who maybe is a photographer or a painter or someone who likes to write. And there are demands for these types of services, and you can broker deals with individuals or companies to deliver that service in a format that's different than what you're going to find in a traditional company or corporation. And that's called freelancing. So my journey started from the corporate world. I was really interested in building websites and ultimately digital marketing. And what I found was, in addition to my day job, that people outside of the customers I worked with in the publishing world, which is where I came from, had a need for those types of services. And I picked up one client, worked on it nights and weekends, and I just loved it. I loved the work. I loved creating value outside of my 9 to 5 and ultimately getting paid for that. And here I am many years later, again, running my own agency, Big Fin SEO. We do search engine optimization as well as other digital marketing. And I continue to work in the freelance world with other freelancers. And I've coached probably thousands of freelancers over the last decade, helping them understand how to start a freelance business. And that's what I want for you. So in this channel, you're going to find a bunch of videos about different aspects of freelancing. But this is for you and for the freelance community. So as you guys have questions, please comment, please subscribe, and let me know what else you want to learn about freelancing. And I always like to include in all of my videos some very tangible tips and strategies on how to move forward. And that's the value I want to create for you. So if you're wondering how to start a freelance business, the first step is really to decide what you want that to look like. Do you want to be working full-time as a freelancer, part-time as a freelancer? Do you want just one client where you're making maybe an extra $500 a month? So think about what that business needs to look like to fit into your lifestyle, not only today, but where you want to take it in the future. And start with that vision. I like to take a pad and paper, or I'm sorry, pen, and start to write everything out and really get clear on what it's going to look like for me. This is your opportunity to create what some people call the laptop lifestyle, or your freedom lifestyle, or whatever the case might be. And I know for me, when I was working in corporate America, it was a grind. And ultimately, I decided to become my own boss, starting as a freelancer. So if that's what you want, great. If you're looking for something else, maybe just a little extra income, then make sure you write that down. Get really clear. And once you get clear, then you can start thinking about how you're going to deliver those services and at what price, and how are you going to fulfill that. And I won't get into all the particulars. There are a lot of different pricing models, which I talk about in some of these videos. There are a lot of different ways to deliver services. There are other ways to leverage yourself, so you're not necessarily delivering all of the services directly, but managing those services. So again, there's a lot of fantastic content here based on, again, almost 20 years being in marketing and being in a space where I've had the benefit and opportunity to work with a lot of different freelancers and companies as clients. So definitely give a listen, check out the channel. Let me know what else you'd like to learn. Subscribe, share, comment, get active. And the more you do, the more you'll learn. So definitely check back here for updates almost every day, at least 2 or 3 times a week, and continue your learning process. So thanks on your interest on how to become a freelancer, and hopefully I can get you there, and we'll talk to you soon. Thanks.